So, another big thing that mind corrupts is the human being's ability to trust another human being. Also, love. I don't think there's any true trust or true love in this human race of yours. The trust is an interesting thing, because you can trust somebody when everything's shared equally and there's no monetary system. But when there's a monetary system and you value money more than human life, then you can really not trust anybody, because everybody needs that money that you have to survive. So if they can find a way to get it from you, if they don't have enough. Now again, I'm talking, the poor class. It doesn't happen much in the wealth and the middle class, unless the person isn't really wealthy and in the middle class. They're just kind of like pretending to be and trying to take advantage of you. But unfortunately, in the poor class now, that is an ongoing struggle. And that's something that definitely the elite, the 2,000 billionaires want. Right? They want the poor class fighting in any way they can. And if they're gonna fight over the ability to have enough money to survive, then they're killing each other for it. So, and that's exactly what the wealth class wants, right? They want disruption. They want chaos. They want these things, so then they can call the police in and just get rid of the ones, the troublemakers, the ones that are making trouble, and then the other ones, the scared slaves, just go back to work. So but in general, you can never trust anybody. Now, when it comes to, it's really strange, when it comes to plant medicine, right? At one point, a shaman was also called a medicine man, because he provided plant medicine to based on what the spirits told him or her, to the tribe, to allow them to access altered states of consciousness, to dive deep in themselves, psychoanalysis, figure out why something's happening. In every instance, that also helps the karma, because once you find out what's going on in your life, and once you start realizing it very well, you then automatically release the karma once you realize something about yourself. And it's an understanding that another person that you hate really shouldn't be hated. You should be understood, and then try helped in some way. And that's that understanding that person is also another you. You are another me, and I'm another you. So that's the medicine man then turned into the drug dealer, unfortunately, because the medicine, since it's illegal, right? A shaman won't tread those waters, because that's not what they do. What they do it on the ground. They don't do it. They do it with a group of people that are very open-minded. Not they don't put themselves in a situation where you're selling drugs to people. Now, so that what happens is that's taken over by the drug dealer. Now, the drug dealer is usually doing it because of money. Right? He's selling this stuff because he or she sells it because it's a profit for them. Understanding, the cultures that actually, came from that kind of like tribal background. You would think that dealers that are coming from that same tribal background would respect the people, but it's not the same thing, though. See, the shaman or the medicine man looked at this tribe and said, okay, it's my duty as a shaman or medicine man to heal the tribe, and I got to figure out how to do it. And if I can't do it through my own ways, then I have to communicate with the spirit world and have them guide me into you picking the right plans, picking the right whatever you really need to. It's going to help them, the tribe on the journey. The drug dealer, he looks over and he just says, "Hey man, I got to make as much money as I can off of these assholes," and we'll do anything they can. They'll put stuff in it that isn't what it should be to make it more profitable for them. They'll shortchange you. They'll charge a lot of money for it. Whatever it is, it's always something that is not what a shaman should be. medicine man should be, yet it's the only thing people have because it's illegal. See, again, when we go back to if it wasn't illegal, then it wouldn't be then there was no need for these people to even be involved in this, people that want more money. Someone mentioned to me a comment is like, oh well, how do you well, everything is free, but then how do you stop gangs from going and forming and then demanding more stuff, getting guns and demanding more stuff? But, well, why would gangs do that? If it's like, all right, I want more stuff. All right, how much more do you want? Oh, I want 10 houses. Like, really? And then you explain to them, why do you want 10 houses? Most gang members don't want 10 houses. Billionaires want 10 houses, man. Most gang members, maybe the cartel and the highest level of the cartel, but most gang members just want a house. They want to be able to live. They want to have a little bit more. Okay, take more, man. What do you want? 2 cars? Take 2 cars. But the thing of it is, when we evolve to that place, this concept of gangs is not necessary, because gangs is based on a controlling class of people not providing enough money to the poor, so then the poor develop gangs to get more money. And how do they get more money? Through the use of sales of guns, of drugs, or whatever else. But these sales wouldn't happen anymore. Nobody could buy a gun anymore. You can go and get one if you want. And if you want a gun, what are you going to use it for? I mean, guns should not be given out to people, especially in a situation where you no longer have to fear being taken. Like, who's going to come and rob me if they can go get a brand new one for free, right? Why would they do that? They want two of the things. They're going to get one, and they're going to take mine too, so they have 2 of them, and not tell anybody. Why would they want to do that? So, that's the difference. There would be no, and that's where trust is lost. There's no trust. I don't trust anybody in this civilization. Nobody. No, like I said, the only person I would ever listen to is the person that came to me and said, "Hey, I have the cure to death." And what is it? You see, that person, I consider them pretty damn smart, because they've used their time to what? To take the one thing that's a for sure thing. We're all gonna die. Every one of us is gonna die. So you figure the whole society should be what? Working on not dying. And how does somebody work on not dying? By ascending out of this lifetime. Because this reality, like in my star system, I don't die. It's part of this human experience. My soul then, is still there, and then it reincarnated into that solar system, Arcturus, and then the body that was formed based on that is alive forever. See, this is the only dimension, and this is the only group of that you have to go through this death and rebirth thing, and that's because you actually literally have to go through a schooling on this planet and then graduate out of it. Except it's not there's no test. All you got to do is work on your karma, and then all of a sudden, once the karma is lifted, you float out of here. It is that simple. But it's not taught to anybody, so it's not that simple, So yeah, karma. Trust is something that in this lifetime you guys just don't have, and I understand why. I think because there's money involved. Wherever there's money, it's considered the root of all evil. It's going to be corruption. So, the concept of trust is corrupted. The concept of love, loving somebody else. You can, but if the person's not making enough money, then you're worried about them, you having a life with them, because then you're gonna have to take care of them, and have to pay for them, and not having enough money to pay half the mortgage and half the rent, whatever it is. Money corrupts the concept of love as well. So we get. What's the saying? First you marry for love, and then you marry for money, and then I don't know what the third one is, but that's the whole thing. Most people marry for money now, and then they mistake money, love of this person's money, as love of the person. So it's not a very good place to be. This whole civilization is not a very good place to be, honestly. I've been through many of them. And this one is always the same, though. It always comes to this place of making a decision that you guys just do not know how to make. And no matter how many people try to tell you, it's overrun by the brainwashing and the programming these elitists have paid a lot of money to do on you. It's almost like you're herded like sheep and cattle. And just think the herding dog is the media. It really is.